welcome to Make It with Alice, your channel where we discuss communications, confidence, and upping your skills. So, this is a very important episode about mindset and thinking positively. And I know you've already seen multiple videos on this topic, but I promise you, I'm going to cover it differently than most people when you're watching on YouTube. So, let's get started. Thinking positively, we already know that it puts us in a better mood, releases dopamine, and quite frankly allows us to think more clearly. We know what thinking positively does to our bodies. We know that we are less likely to criticize and be in self-judgments and self-doubt. We know that that positive psychology allows us to move forward. Okay, we know all these things mentally and physically, what positive psychology does and thinking positively. But let's talk about the spiritual and emotional part. Okay, so thinking positively on an emotional level is something that we don't talk enough about in business and in our personal life. Thinking positively does have a frequency, an energetic charge, and it does change the outcome of your situation. Thinking positively is not just positive thoughts, it's knowing that this circumstance that you're in is temporary. When you understand that this is temporary, you'll know how to weather the storm. You'll know how to move with the resistance. You know, you're going up a river and a big log comes your way and you're like, oh, I'm trying to move up there. Well, positive psychology is like, how do I go around the log? Instead of how do I fight the log from, like you're not trying to fight, you're trying to flow. Okay? Positive psychology, thinking positively, is flow state. How do I flow in the pathway of least resistance? How do I emotionally balance my emotions? How do I not become so attached to negative feelings, to the negative circumstance? Emotionally, you're able to stay in good, sound mental health. Spiritually, what thinking positively is, you invite more light into your life. You invite guidance, wisdom. You can connect to the source, the cosmos. And I know these are big terms for you right now, maybe not. But you connect to information around you that serves you. Spiritually thinking positive is alignment with God. Okay? It's alignment with the universe. And we have abundance of knowledge. We just cannot access it if we're in negative state of mind. In negativity, our tunnel vision, our vision contracts. It becomes super narrow. In positivity, we expand. Our sensory signals expand. We open ourselves up. We activate the heart. It's actually healthy to be more positive. Now, the question always becomes, well, how can I be more positive if my job sucks, I'm in a shitty relationship, and my situation sucks? Number one, it's not permanent. Know that. So already you should start feeling better. 2, gratitude. Okay? When we're grateful for what we have, because it could always be worse, we advance ourselves emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially too. Gratitude is the antidote. Gratitude is the secret to get us into positive state of thinking. And it's long lasting. Okay? There's prayer, there's meditation, there's gratitude. People swear by it because it's true. It does work. And I'm going to give you a situation. I had a challenge with one of my friends and I was really thinking negatively. She read my mind. By the way, people could read your mind. And then one day I started by meditating and thinking only positive thoughts. I saw her movements, her actions, and her words change. She became more calm. She was nicer. She even said, I'm really glad that we're friends and, things are working out. But we were not good. So imagine, this is so crazy. And it's like quantum leaping. That's another term for another time. But it's really about knowing that this is not permanent and knowing that you can react to the situation differently. You can't control what other people do, but you can control what you do, what you say, how you say it, what vibration you send out there. So I hope this is immensely helpful. This has helped me a lot of times because I used to be somebody who was very judgmental and negative. I grew up with that. So unlearning that behavior took a long time. And, if you really enjoyed this episode, please leave me a comment, a like, a heart. And we end each episode with do the best that you can every day.